Hey guys, I'm Steve and welcome back to the channel where we talk about the joys of stock market investing and long-term dividend gain. If it's your first time, stop by the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, guys, welcome back. You know, I was sitting here looking over one of my portfolios that I have that I really don't bother with. You know, where I keep all of my lifetime stocks. You know, I call it my lifetime portfolio. Makes sense, right? And I was looking at, you know, some of the companies, and I looked at it at a company I own called BlackRock, and I'm really up on BlackRock. Like, I bought BlackRock at $521 a share a while ago, and I had made a serious purchase in it, and it paid off. You know, so far I didn't even know I was up. I'm like, damn, what is this in the green now? I'm like, oh, it is BlackRock. But yeah, I'm thinking, guys, if this happens, like I think it's going to happen. Now, I don't know if BlackRock is going to drop at the price, which we'll talk about later on in this video. But if this happens, man, I'm going to go all in on BlackRock. You know, they're talking about, you know, we're going through all the stuff with the inflation and stuff and the rate hikes. They're talking about the Fed going to raise rates another 0.5% or 0.75%. And they say 2023 is supposed to be a bloodbath, so to speak, in the stock market, which I'm anticipating. If that happens and BlackRock drops below where I paid $521 at, you know, or even if it gets back in the fives, because looking at BlackRock right now, it has a 52-week high of $503 and a range of $940. Now, a lot of what you guys, if you guys are new to investing and you don't really understand who BlackRock is one of the biggest, if not the, in fact, it is the biggest, I think, asset management company in the world. They manage over $10 trillion in assets. That's more than the GDPs of most countries, guys. And this is a company. They manage more assets than the GDP of most countries. That's one thing. Another thing is they're the largest shareholders in U.S. banks. The top 5 U.S. banks, they got significant stakes in these banks. What are these banks? U.S. Bancorp, Citibank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase Bank. They got substantial amount of stocks in that. In addition, they own stocks in every major company worldwide. These people got more stocks. This business has more stocks than any other any person or any business out there, you know, to my knowledge. And a few more things about them. They control, not manage, they control over $21 billion in assets. I mean, trillion dollars in assets. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, these people have been players for a minute. I think the company started in like 1988, and they've amassed all of this. You know, like I look on Yahoo Finance sometimes, right? And you can look up a stock and it'll tell you the biggest shareholders. BlackRock is always at the top. Some of the craziest stocks. You know, you would think nobody really owns. BlackRock has major stakes in these stocks. They own shares in big name companies around the world. You know, not just in the United States. This is not just a United States based company, guys, even though it is an American based company. It's not, they have their finger in everything. They control the biggest media companies in the world. You know, so that'll tell you something. One thing that I find amazing is they are the biggest lender, independent lender of countries worldwide. They loan countries money. You see what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. This is serious. And this stock right here, it stays high. Right now, I'm looking at it, it's $721.61, right? Now, a lot of you might be like, man, why would you buy a stock that high? I have a habit when I invest in a lot of big companies that are like, you know, they have a big print on the world, not just, you know, in just one type of genre or section of operation. This company right here is hard to beat because they're capital intense. You got to have a lot of money to even contend with them. And the way they run, they're made up to where you can't even contend with them. They got their fingerprint and footprint in everything. And for me, it's a good investment. A little bit of the stats. We'll go into it. They got the annual dividend. Because remember, I like companies that pay a dividend, you know. It has an annual dividend / yield of what? $19.52 annually at 2.71%. So any investment you make in this, even if the stock is high or low, you still get your 2.71%. Like me presently, I have 22 shares of this stock, bought at various different stages. I started buying in at 521. But, you know, I have my ultimate goal by the end of 2023 is to get at least 50 shares. You know, I'm hoping that this company right here, BlackRock, I hope it falls below $520. Because, and this is where I think, you know, companies like this, because they have a lot of, they manage assets, stock and all of that stuff, we're promised a big fall in 2023 and beyond. So companies like this will suffer. You know, but the stock price, it'll plummet. So I'm banking on that, and this is definitely in my sights, and I'll be watching it for the long haul. The only reason why I won't buy none of it now is we coming up on the holidays, number one. Not saying I don't want to spend money on holidays, but we coming up on the holidays, number one, and the earnings per share right now is 36.30. But the thing that one of the reasons why I don't want to mess with it right now is it's trading at a 19 PE. I know it'll drop from that. 19.85 PE. I mean, I can buy it into it now, but I don't want to mess with it at 700 something price. For some reason, I have a hard time buying stocks over $600. Just a single stock over $600. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I didn't invest in Tesla a long time ago, because I'm like, man, I'm not paying those $700, $1,000 for a car company and this and that. BlackRock's a little bit different. You know, with this kind of stock, you want to buy in at the right time to get maximum return. And for me, at 521, if it doesn't go down, I'm comfortable where I'm at. I got a nice return. I'm green in my portfolio. It works for me. But this is definitely something that I'm looking into. I mean, I like banks. You know, like I said, they have the biggest stake in the top 5 banks in America. I'm a big investor in banks and a lot of things that make America run and operate efficiently. That's a lot of things of what I put my money into, and BlackRock has a good grasp on that, and I think it's a winning stock. Now, the only thing about it, you got to buy in at the right time, and that's the only thing about it. So, guys, I'll keep my fingers crossed in 2023. See how everything goes. I'll be watching this, definitely really watching this close. I mean, among other stocks. But I'll be watching this, and definitely I'm gonna strike as soon as it comes down to the point of, you know, where I want it to get down to. And the thing that's funny, like when you invest, a lot of times you'll get a stock, you'll find a stock, and you'll be like, oh, if it gets down this low. And like I said, I brought in at 521, right? Say the stock go down, it's like at 550. I'll be itching like, oh my God, like come on. And it's like you can't get down there fast enough. Sometimes you mess around and pull the trigger. But I'm gonna hold my cards on this one, because I mean the investment return is very good. I mean I'm satisfied with where I am right now. It's a good company. I like them, you know. And as a shareholder, it's worth the wait. Plus, I'll be concentrating on other companies that I have in my portfolio that I'll be dollar cost averaging in anyway. So I mean I'll be holding on to my cash right now, because I mean I haven't really brought anything of big note as of late, you know, or any huge purchases. But this is definitely what I'm saving up for. You know, you might see me on here, I might say, hey, I bought a few shares of this or a few shares of that. Other than Tesla, I haven't really made no like huge type of buy-ins right now. But that's it, guys. But I mean, I appreciate it if you give me a comment what y'all think about BlackRock. Do some of y'all own BlackRock? When did you buy into BlackRock? Because I know some of y'all out there listening to me right now, y'all sitting pretty with BlackRock. Y'all probably had it when it came out in the 80s. You know what I mean? In 88 when it came out, y'all probably had it around the time when it went public. If you did, I know you really sitting right. But that's it for now, guys. As always, man, I appreciate you spending time with me. Love talking to you. All comments are welcome. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.